Hello, welcome back. Let us try this again, shall we? So, we have been out at sea. Just a bit. Right, okay, so there was an issue with my uploads that I want to apologize for that again, although it's not really under my control. Internet over here seems to be not that good. So, with Josh not streaming today, I thought I might as well step in for him. And here we are. Now, if the internet connection should fail me again, then I will end this, but right now connection seems stable, everything seems happy, so we're gonna do this. There's one stream that I put on unlisted because it is simply unwatchable. That is the time where I went from La Rochelle, we exited the harbor, and we went all the way to the beaches to see if there's any logistical things happening after D-Day. You can see it's now the 8th of July, so D-Day happened a month ago. All the logistics is, you know, they're transporting loads of war material across the channel. But we went to the beaches and there's nothing there, just as we expected. Shot down a bunch of planes on the way there, and now we went back to Brest to bring back some of those pilots that we rescued or taken captive, whichever way you want to look at it. And now we're on the way out, and we're actually going to our patrol area, which is right over here, just outside a light aircraft range, and maybe, just maybe, this time we'll get lucky and actually get to stay outside of it. So we're half speed ahead. We're gonna continue half speed ahead until we arrive in the North Atlantic Air Gap, which is closed, or at least the campaign says it's closed, but it's not actually closed because there's not really... The game does not really utilize carrier-bound aircraft just yet. I hope that is a thing that will come in the future. But as of now, not so much. So, without further ado, let's time skip to our first air raid. And there it is. 220 degrees. Okay, both engines full speed ahead. And battle stations. Right, you get on the map. Clear the bridge. And dive, dive, dive.
Auf maximal sichere Tiefe gehen.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
Verstanden, Kommandant.
Down we go.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen. Verstanden. Betrachten Sie es als erledigt, Herr Kaloy.
And we are down.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Right, while the boat goes down, I'm just gonna quickly get myself something to drink, which is something that I definitely should have done earlier. But I haven't, so I'll leave you with the nice view of the boat dropping.
Meter. Meter.
Tiefe 95 Meter.
Meter.
Halbe Fahrt voraus. Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Aktuelle Tiefe 115 Meter.
Right. I think we can probably cancel battle stations.
Alarm beenden.
Everybody go to bed.
125 Meter.
Herr Kaloin?
Auf Blaulicht schalten.
Switch to blue light. And we'll remain submerged for the rest of the day, I suppose.
145 Meter.
200
But we don't have to go down to 200. That's probably a little bit drastic. 100 is fine.
Tauchen auf. 100 Meter.
Aktuelle Tiefe 100 Meter.
Yeah, 1800 hours. That's good. Bring us up to periscope depth. And Limekühler get on the dive planes.
Erledigt, Herr Kaloin. Meter. 75 Meter. Meter. 35 Meter. 15
And up we go. Back to snorkeling.
Kommandant, wir sind auf Periskoptiefe, bereit für einen Rundumblick.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Herr Kaloin?
Looks good so far, though. Probably should look out for airplanes more than anything else, really. Right. Question is, do I want to surface or do I want to remain submerged for a while? I could just stay submerged until it goes nighttime, or I could stay submerged forever. We've got a snorkel. Yeah, I think I want to stay submerged until the weather
Voraus.
is not feasible enough for snorkeling.
Endlich. Ein paar Stunden.
Oh, sorry about that, Otto. Didn't mean to keep you on watch this whole time.
ein mögliches Ziel in diesem Gebiet informiert.
Okay. Bravo Foxtrot 172. Suspected convoy. Bravo Foxtrot 172. So that'll be right here. Suspected course northeastern. Yeah, okay, so it's going away from us. Nah, let's not do that. Not within Allied aircraft range. We're not gonna get to them anyway. They're just gonna keep pushing us below the waves. I can tell. So we're just gonna remain here.
Herr Kaloin?
You can actually get on the map, to be honest.
Navigation
If we're on downscope anyway.
Navigation besetzen. Zeit für eine Auszeit. Navigation besetzen.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing that. Normally they would be on the periscope, but since we're on downscope, there's more than 6 knots causes horrible vibrations in the scope, so they can't use it. So might as well send them on the map, because that gives us 20% less fuel consumption. Weather seems good though. Just don't have to surface or dive deeper. Snorkel is just happily chugging along.
Navigation besetzen. Zeit für eine Auszeit. Zeit für eine Auszeit. Navigation besetzen.
And the switcheroo.
Navigation besetzen. Zeit für eine Auszeit.
Actually, the commander could do cards.
Bestätige.
Not that we need it. Now the weather's bad.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Let's check it.
Auf Rotlicht wechseln.
Wow. I don't know about you, but I can't see anything. Yeah, okay. Surface the boat.
Anblasen. Aktuelle Tiefe 10 Meter. Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Yep. Both engines ahead half.
Elbefahrt voraus. Herr Kapitän. Zeit für eine Auszeit.
Oh, and we need to obviously recharge our compressed air.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Why did the time compression go away? Because there is a radar contact.
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Just as dawn breaks. Just one though, very far away. Should we chance it? Nah, probably not.
Große Fahrt voraus.
Herr Kaloin,
Probably weren't spotted yet. I don't know if the weather is good enough for snorkel. We'll find out, that's for sure.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seebordtiefe. Eingesteuert.
Well, both engines dead slow.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
And upscope. We want to see if that plane spots us. And starboard side of beam, I think. God, they're really struggling to keep depth here.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
Yeah, okay. Snorkeling doesn't work at that depth, I think. In this weather. Nope, doesn't. Okay, in that case, downscope.
Langsame Fahrt
Half ahead
voraus.
and bring us down to 50.
Tauchen auf 50 Meter.
Aktuelle Tiefe 40 Meter.
Oh, full speed ahead. Why not? Battery charges long enough. Illinois
Meter.
is 40
Herr
more.
Kaloin?
One in 106. 27 to 56 nautical miles. 27 to 56 units. 43 plus miles away. 160 degrees already past us. I'm still gonna draw that in. And it just came into contact, so I'm gonna assume that's on maximum range. 106 degrees. And that's at 6 minutes past. Okay, let's wait for an hour.
Aktuelle Tiefe 55
Low air
Meter.
quality, yeah, that's a thing. We have a free space. We do have a free space. Then on that ventilation system. And what's our food situation like anyway?
50 Meter.
We can probably use the last of the bread. There we go, another free space. Oh, he was on double
Hello?
shifts. Sorry about that, Richard. You need a coffee, my friend. Pulling a triple shift now. actually, what's the bilge water level? Yeah, we can probably pump that out.
Weißt du, mein Großvater hat im Großen Krieg in der Marine gedient. Er hat mir immer Geschichten über das Leben auf See erzählt. Ich hätte mir nie vorgestellt, dass ich es eines Tages selbst erleben würde.
Funny how life plays, hey? He just told us a story about how his granddad served in the First World War. And he never imagined to end up in a similar situation.
Endlich ein paar Stunden Pause.
No, no rest for the wicked, friend. Sorry.
Navigation besetzen.
Right, we wait for 6 minutes past 1.
Aktuelle Tiefe 55 Meter. Wie lauten Ihre
Right,
Befehle,
now
Herr
we
Kanal?
have 115 degrees. Okay. Actually, that doesn't really tell me much. Probably change course north. And observe that for another
Kurs
hour.
0.
Whoa, 6.
Herr Kapitän?
Where do we have them? 13 degrees. 43 miles plus. Yeah, okay. I think they're heading to England. I can't catch up with that.
Kurs setzen.
I don't think I can.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
What we can do, however, is go to periscope depth and snorkel for a bit. We're gonna go to 25 first.
Tauchen auf 25 Meter.
Turn off that compressor because it's probably not doing much anymore. That ventilation system, sorry.
45 Meter.
25 Meter.
15
Tauchen
meters.
auf 15 Meter.
And then slowly bring us up to
Auf
periscope depth.
Seerohrtiefe.
Let's see if we can do it without a guy on the dive planes, an officer overseeing that.
10 Meter.
That would be cool.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Still overshooting. Crazy.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Herr Kaloin?
Okay, that looks good. Nothing has been spotted.
Ich erwarte
In that
Ihre
case, down
Befehle.
scope and slow speed. And we're gonna stay submerged and get our batteries charged. And we'll soon be out of Allied aircraft range. And then we're laughing.
Schraubengeräusche, großer Konvoi. Peilung 350
Oh, hey.
Grad.
Directly ahead. 353, 16 to 35 units. Medium closing in directly ahead. So 352. 352. And it just came into range, so I could safely assume it's on that tip there. And that's at 1848. Then we're gonna wait an hour.
Schraubengeräusche, großer Konvoi. Peilung 350 Grad.
1948, and that's 352. Same bearing, medium closing in, 43 miles plus. What if I take your man away? You still hold that contact. What if I take you off the station? And let you rejoin it? Come on, Reinecke.
Zeit für eine Auszeit.
There you go.
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have them anymore.
Schraubengeräusche, großer Konvoi. Peilung 350 Grad.
Yeah, gotta be something like that. Seems almost stationary at this point. Yeah, that's nonsense. But the bearing remains the same, so that's good. That's something we can work with. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna change our course to 352 relative, meaning a course of 255 minus 8 degrees. That's 247.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Herr Kapitän,
And then we're just gonna head for that. And watch the bearing remain largely the same. "14 degrees, 5 to 10 miles. We should be able to see that. We can. Right, we pretty much know their course.
wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloin?
Let's say 8 miles, 14 degrees. And that means that their course is something along the lines of 064. Now, 064 plus 90 degrees for our attack angle is 154. That would be a southerly course, so we add another 180 to that, and that's 334, so our attack course is going to be 334. Change course to 334.
Kurs 334.
And then we're going to have to surface to get that snorkel down. So we can't have that poking out of the water whilst we attack.
Anblasen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Ja?
Elektrokompressor einschalten.
Alarm! Konvoi in Sicht!
Alle an eure
Peilung!
Ausbildung. Bleibt ruhig
335
und
Grad!
konzentriert.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that they have radar.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloin? Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Alarm beenden.
Zeit für eine Auszeit.
Right, let's lower that snorkel.
Ich erwarte
Schnorchel
Ihre Befehle.
einfahren.
Yeah, we're gonna do an offset. Oh, we haven't reached our course yet. Hang on. 334 is the attack course. Another 10 degrees. Yeah, I still want to do another 45 degrees just to get ahead of them a little bit further.
Kurs 1,9.
So we know their course is going to be something like that. 2 miles out? Probably not. So that one was probably more like 10 miles. There we go. That seems better. So, do a little skirt ahead here.
Zeit für eine Auszeit.
Do that for a little while.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
And let's see. Now we spot them in 245, the last ones of them. Something like that. Yeah, we can probably go on our attack course. So 334. Did I say 334? Yes. 334.
Kurs 3, 5, 3. Kurs 3, 3, 4.
Zeit für eine Auszeit.
And there's the convoy, and it almost looks like we're ahead of them already. So what we're gonna do is dive, dive, dive.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
And both engines dead slow.
Motoren wechseln.
Schraubengeräusche, großer Konvoi. Peilung 275
Herr
Grad.
Kapitän?
Up scope, and let's
Ich
get rid of
benötige
that
hier
sound
etwas
bug.
Unterstützung.
Natürlich, Herr Kaloi.
There we go. No, that was probably just the instance loading. The columns are still going clearly to the right. Bearings drifting left. Okay, that's good. Means we're closing in. We're going in front of their bows.
Konvoi in Sicht! Peilung! 280 Grad!
I am aware, thank you.
Handelsschiff. 275 Grad. Korvette. 275 Grad.
Yeah, that's gotta be a Corvette right there. Fairly obvious.
Handelsschiff. 270 Grad. Tanker. 270 Grad.
That's a C3 and I already see him bow left.
Handelsschiff.
Ooh,
260
that's
Grad.
bad pickings. Right, 90 degrees to port, please.
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
Backboard.
Let's head right into the convoy. And then we're gonna turn again to get into firing position. Is there an escort that I need to evade? That's a C3, that's... I don't know. That's a C3, that's a C3. That could be an escort.
Zerstörer. 20 Grad.
Oh, that's a destroyer, and you know that. Okay. Fair. That's an escort.
Zerstörer. 25 Grad.
It's also an escort. Okay. But none right here, right? Oh, by the way, we can disengage the noise locks. Because we're on an electric engine now. Very good. Also restock the galley one last time, because we've got the last chance here. Right. That'll be... looks like a Liberty ship though. I thought it was going to be an escort, but that might be a Liberty ship. We can prepare our screen though. Let's get the calculator on screen. And let's prepare the mast height for both the Liberty and the... what's it called? Liberty and the C3. C3 is 36. We've got that on screen. And Liberty is 27. Oh, no, not like that. Put them the other way around. Small one to the left. Larger one to the right. There we go. Let me just open Twitch on the second screen. That might actually help. Okay. I spot him 10 degrees to the port and with the angle on bow of like, I don't know, 30. My course is 245. Okay, let's do something else. My course is 245. And I spot him 15 degrees to port. So basically I spot him about there. And I spot him... Oh, actually, yeah, that's the easier way to do it. I spot him going out to the left. .30 degrees about. So he's going actually something like this. His actual course is 020. And if their course is 020, then my attack angle is 290. So well, if I want to shoot with my stern tube, that is.
Kurs 1.
Jawohl, Herr
1,
Kaloin.
0.
Zerstörer! Direkt voraus!
U-Boot. 25 Grad.
Oh no. They've already been spotted. Yeah. Good job, boys.
Alle Maschinen stopp. Alarm! Auf Gefechtsstation! Als eingespielte Mannschaft werden wir dem Feind zeigen, wozu ein U-Boot in der Lage ist. Horchraum besetzen.
Ja, Herr Kaloy, ich kümmere mich darum.
Oh, no, I'm an idiot. Hang on. I see them bow left. So their course is something like 080. And then my attack course is going to be 170. Oh, which is perfect. Rudder midship, steady as she goes. New course 170.
Kurs 170. Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Standseerohr besetzen.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Zu Befehl, Herr Kommandant.
I can tell that it's late. Making stupid math mistakes.
150 Grad.
Yeah, C3, C3.
Zerstörer! 60 Grad!
And there's a tanker. C3. And then there's action going on over there because they already spotted a submarine. There's a corvette right behind us. Okay, that thing's probably going to charge towards the other sub, right? Hopefully not coming for us.
Zerstörer. 85 Grad.
It's a Canadian Corvette.
Ja, Herr Kaloi, ich kümmere mich darum.
E-Motoren besetzen.
Right, first salvo. Got a homing torpedo and homing torpedo in here. This is a T3 and then these ones are both T1s. Yeah, okay, so first salvo is gonna be 1 and 4 as a salvo. Bow, attack periscope. Good. Torpedo speed 44. Still have to take a speed measurement, but it's probably something along the lines of 7. That was quick.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
That's probably 60 milliradian. Yeah. 60 milliradian on a master of 36. So 36 meters times 1,000. Divided by 60 times 4. 2,400 meters. And on the chart we would read...
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
22. Oh, okay, yeah. 2,200 meters, 2.2 kilometers. Okay, so that's close enough together. I think we can use the chart. How's the bearing going? Drifting right. That's not good. That means we're going in front of him. We don't want that.
Alle Maschinen, stopp!
Both engines stop and let him come to us.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet. Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Wasserbomben in beträchtlicher Entfernung.
Yeah, they're already depth charging our boy.
Beträchtlicher Entfernung.
Where's that sub? Already getting depth charged. Yeah, he picked up quite the tail. And looks like they're hitting him too. Oh man, those are close hits. Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, she's already emergency surfacing, I think. They always die. It's crazy with the AI submarines in this game. They are not much help.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
Okay, let's take a speed test. We know that thing is 143 meters long, not miles, that would be crazy. So we take 143.67 if we want to be super accurate. Click. And divide that by the time it takes for this thing to pass our periscope line. So that's 38 seconds. That gives us 3.7 meters per second times 1.904 equals 7.3 knots. Target speed 7 knots. Let's do 7.3. We work with the values that we have. We don't do guesstimations. Not if we have to. Not if we don't have to. Range on the zoom in. Ah, we can do the zoom out already. It's 50 on the zoom out. That means 660. 36 times 1000 divided by 50. 720. Okay, let's do 720. Always go with the math. Angle on bow is left. Torpedo depth 8.
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 4 bewässert.
Yeah, that's like 60, 65. Let's do 65. Target length is 140. Let's put 120. Spread angle of 9 degrees. That is crazy. Okay, first things first. That thing is supposed to run for about 1 kilometer via right and turn on a course of 170. Angle on bow is now pretty much 90. We are aimed. Okay, then bow torpedo room. Sorry, I have to do this manually. 3 degrees is the maximum I'm willing to accept. Launch.
Los! 40 Sekunden bis Torpedo-Einschlag. ...30 Sekunden. Ja?
Yep, that looks good.
20 Sekunden.
Bit far astern.
Beträchtlicher Entfernung.
Not gonna lie, that jump scared me a bit. Right, Richard, get going.
Kurs 1,
Bestätige.
0.
Herr Kaloin, eingehendes Funktelegramm.
Mhm. Right, second target.
Herr Kaloin,
We're gonna use tube 2. That means torpedo speed
Eingehendes
30.
Funktelegramm.
Yep, 7.3.
Herr Kaloin, eingehendes Funktelegramm.
There we go. That just blew out their engine, I think. And the distance on the zoom in 95, so 36 meters times 1000 divided by 95 milliradian times 4 because of magnification, 1500. And it's obviously a C3.
Rohr 1 geladen.
Get back to the CIC, please. Hey Colin, welcome in. That is a dead ship, for sure. Right, Richard, you're in the CIC, very good. In that case, flood tube 2.
Rohr 2 bewässert.
That is a block standard T3 without any LUT or FAT setting. Beautiful.
Die Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff.
That's 140 milliradians on the zoom in, so the rightmost column. 940 meters, 9.4. 7.3, torpedo speed 30. Angle on bow. We'll do that last. As of right now, I would say that's a 65 or a 70.
Hüllenbruch,
Ja.
Sie sinken.
Wonder why I can't turn off that angle tracking. Oh well. Alright, he's still turning towards us. I want to get him on his, not his zig, but his zag. If that makes sense. Looks like I won't get my wish though. And that's probably 80 now. And we have to update the range as well. That's 70 on the zoom out. 470 meters. Now it's 90. All set. Tube 2. Launch!
40 Sekunden bis Torpedo-Einschlag.
Right, Richard.
Kapitän?
30 Sekunden.
Get going.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloin?
20 Sekunden.
Let's see it. Beautiful. Right underneath the wheelhouse. Well, that is a munitions transporter that will not unload in Normandy. That immediately split her in half.
Verstanden. Betrachten Sie es als erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
Hard to port.
Bruder Hart
Both
Backbord.
engines half.
Schneller, schneller!
Right, Richard, I need you to be very quick now. Come on, Richard, come on.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Another officer on command duty.
Betrachten Sie es als erledigt, Herr Kaloi.
Rohr 4 geladen.
Right, Scholz back on the attack periscope.
Standseerohr besetzen.
Well, that one is probably gonna slip us by. Yes, already passed us, but that one we're gonna get. That is 82 class, I think.
Oder
But midships, course 360.
Kurs 0.
Recognize. 790. Distance, yes. That is a mast height of 28, 29. Okay, we're gonna do math on this one. On the zoom in, that mast is higher. 100. 29 times 1000 divided by 100 milliradian times 4 for the magnification, 1.1 kilometer,
Raubengeräusche.
1100
Gruppe. Peilung
meters, 11 hectometers. Angle on bow is right 100. That is actually set. 7.3. Torpedo speed. Well, first of all, flood tubes 1 and 4. Torpedo speed 44. Target speed 7.3. Spread angle 5.9. No, that's way too much. Manual 3. Tube 1 and 4.
Los!
Launch. And turn that back to automatic again.
Herr Kapitän? 40 Sekunden bis Torpedo-Einschlag.
Okay, now we've got some time. Now I can rechat. It's unloading in the English Channel instead. Yeah, well, it's unloading in the North Atlantic, to be honest. I want to watch that from the periscope.
20 Sekunden! Feindliches Schiff getroffen!
Hit.
Feindliches Schiff
Hit.
getroffen! Schwere Schäden.
Yeah, that's
Feuer
on
an Deck.
fire. And probably destroyed their engine. That was a good one. Oh, I did not check the correct depth. I was still alright. 8 meters is fine for all the big trade ships. Yeah, she's immediately low in the water in the stern there. I think that did it for her. There's another C3 all the way back there. We have another tanker.
Sie gehen unter!
Wir haben ihn.
Sehr gut.
Yeah,
Das war
okay.
ein brillanter Schuss. Weiter so. Augen auf und immer bereit für den nächsten Angriff.
Yeah, once the tanker is on fire, you really gotta evacuate, man. It's another Empire class. There's the destroyers hunting the other sub. Have they got it yet? U-775, yep, they got it. Also all the small Empire classes, I don't really care about them if I'm gonna be honest. Not while there's big fish like Liberties and C3s out here. I think that one's probably the next target. Richard, you know your job. We're gonna need you to hurry.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
So with plus 45% work performance, you should get those torpedoes in there rather quickly. Can I put you on the scope in the meantime? No, they can't use the scope. That's interesting. Only leadership characters can do that. Well, I mean, it makes sense. But leadership characters can man the radio and the hydrophone. It doesn't go both ways. Bring us down to 20 meters.
Tauchen auf 20 Meter.
Because if we're not looking out, I don't want to crash into something.
Meter.
I'm still going 6 knots because we're still half ahead. Oh, we even got the spam bots in German now, man.
20 Meter.
Look at that. Well, don't look at that, actually. Contact me on Twitter. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block you on Twitter. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, that is a very, very trust. That profile just screams trust. Even got an AI profile picture. Well, I do too, but you know, I'm not a business. Get out of here, man.
Tor 1 geladen.
Right, Tube 1, Tube 4 load that. In the meantime, you get on the
Standseerohr besetzen.
periscope. We have to check where our next target is. Bring us back up to periscope depth.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle. Aktuelle Tiefe 15 Meter.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für
Thank you.
Rundblick eingesteuert.
There it is. Quite the weekend. Those Scottish brothers completed their row across the Pacific and landed in Cairns, Queensland, Australia. Oh, across the Pacific! I saw two dudes paddling across the Atlantic as well. Cairns and Queensland, Australia. Wow, crazy that. I couldn't do that, obviously. Not just from the physical aspect, but also I never really liked rowing, let's be honest. It's gotta be taxing on the hands, no? And on the psyche. Right, next tube going in.
Rohr 4 geladen.
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 4 bewässert. Los!
Herr Kaloy?
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Kleine Fahrt, voraus!
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. Feindliches Schiff getroffen. 20 Sekunden. Schwere Schäden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Rohr 3 geladen. Herr Kaloy? Verstanden, Kommandant!
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloy?
Rohr 1 geladen. Ja? Rohr 1 bewässert.
Die Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff.
Los!
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Sekunden bis Torpedo-Einschlag. Herr Kaloin? Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Alle Maschinen, stopp!
Rohr 5 bewässert.
Rohr 3 geladen. Kapitän?
Kleine Fahrt zurück. Schadensbericht.
Einsatzbereit.
Halbe Fahrt voraus. Alle Maschinen stopp.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
Ruder mitschiffs.
Sie gehen unter!
Arbeit, Männer.
Einer weniger.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Hecktorpedorohr repariert.
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 4 bewässert.
Los!
Jawohl. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedo einschlagen. 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
E-Motoren besetzen.
Rohr 3 bewässert.
Los!
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Tauchen auf 200 Meter. Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
30 Sekunden. Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloy? Sekunden.
25 Meter.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Fehlschuss.
Oh no, my software just
Aktuelle Tiefe 45 Meter.
my software just randomly decided to restart. Okay, so did that entire rant just go into nowhere? That would be annoying. Ah.
Meter.
Well, at least that hit.
Minimale Schäden.
Minimal damage, yeah, of course. It's always minimal damage. You can put another one in.
80 Meter.
And then we know the convoy is going northeast, so we're just gonna go southwest. Something along the lines of, yeah, maybe 227.
Kurs 2,
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloy.
And both engines dead slow ahead.
25 Meter.
Herr Kaloy.
Down scope. And then you can get on the map.
Navigation besetzen.
You can get on battle damage control.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
We
Verstanden,
might
Herr
also
Kommandant.
turn to blue
Wie lauten
light.
Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloy?
Auf blau.
And there's the ping.
Herr Kaloy, wir wurden von Astic geortet.
Aktuelle Tiefe 110 Meter.
Oh yeah, I just checked in the recording. That was quite a long time that my microphone wasn't working. It's annoying.
130 Meter.
Okay, I'm gonna cut that out of the VOD. But I'm gonna tell you again what I mean. Just so you guys know that I didn't
135.
what I was trying to show you. Where is it? There we go. It's alright. We've got an allied convoy over here. And
145 Meter.
yeah, I'm gonna let the game run for a while in the background because we're just getting away at this point. Richard can get on the electric engines. That's fine.
E-Motoren besetzen.
And if anything should happen, I can always jump back. Right, so here's an allied convoy, right? Let's enhance that. So we know that this is column, this is a column. This is a column. And this is a column. And they're obviously traveling offset so that the distance between the ships is actually quite large. But the distance between the columns is a lot smaller, and that's actually the distance that's important. So we see here, this is like a T2 tanker kind of ship, so we're just going to assume that that's 150 meters long. So the distance between the ships is 300, 600, bit over a kilometer, probably exactly a kilometer or a half a mile, something like that. But we also know that if that's 150 meters, because we see this convoy from like 45 degrees on top, then we know that this distance is akin to 300 meters. It was double because of the angle. So maybe we see him at like 35 degrees from the top, so maybe it's not 300, maybe it's not 300 meters, maybe it's 400, but it's definitely not more than 500. So the distance between columns is quite low. So that means that if I shoot a T5, if I shoot an LET into this convoy and it misses and it goes on its initial search pattern course for 500 meters, and then it turns around, doing a beautiful turn like this, and then it goes back for another 500 meters, and then it does another turn like this, you know, goes back and forth. There's a good chance that that ship will actually run into its course. Now in U-Boat, the distance here is about a mile. And my torpedo does a 500 meter search pattern, so when it goes in and misses, it just does these tiny little back and forths. And there's absolutely no chance in hell that, you know, that the enemy runs into that. Actually, let me draw that nicer. So it comes in, goes on its initial course, and it turns around, and around, and so on and so forth. But there's never any chance of running into that, just because the ships have too much distance between each other. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand what I mean? I hope I didn't bore you with this twice. But yeah, that needs to be fixed. And in Silent Hunter 3 that actually worked beautifully. Here, not so much. And we can get rid of that. Also, I've added a maneuvering board to my sources. Look at that, beautiful. With that we can determine enemy course and speed and all that if we ever wanted to. Wasn't necessary today, we did it rather simply. Right, and it looks like they have not really picked us up yet, so we're just gonna keep going. Let's get rid of all that. I need new torpedoes. Thankfully there's a milk cow in my area. Just gonna head for that because that is southwest. I'm gonna just quickly dive away. I'll probably go down to 220, let's be honest.
Tauchen auf. 220 Meter. Aktuelle Tiefe 205 Meter.
Good, okay. Glad.
215 Meter.
Now they could cheese this, the devs, by just making the search pattern courses of the torpedoes longer, and then that would work again, but it's not quite the same. Well, those propeller noises seem to calm down up there. What's the word, Hydroman? 2 to 5 miles, 2 to 5 miles. 1 to 2 mile, moving away. Yeah, we're gonna check in half an hour.
220 Meter.
At like 20 past 2.
Ich benötige Ihre Unterstützung. Folgen Sie mir.
There we
Ja,
go.
Herr Kaloi,
What's
ich
the...
kümmere mich darum. Herr Kaloi,
There's another convoy up there. 10 to 16 miles, 5 to 10 miles. Yeah, okay. Cancel battle stations.
Alarm beenden.
Right. Uboat, before you go to bed, get on the dive planes.
ist als erledigt, Herr Kaloi.
Bring us back up to periscope
215
depth.
Meter. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
195 Meter.
Aktuelle Tiefe 145 Meter. 60 Meter. 20 Meter. Herr Kaloin, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Good. Up scope. Propeller noise is 197 degrees. Yes, there they are. Off in the distance. Yeah, we'll remain submerged, but we can go up to half speed.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Maybe for another half hour, and then we can surface probably. Again, up scope.
Kapitän,
Morale is very, very good.
natürlich, Herr Kaloi.
Lenzpumpe einschalten.
Oh, scope was already in the right direction. Yeah, they're all gone. See them steaming northeast with their 7 knots. We are going southwest with our 7 knots. So we... Yeah. Well, for half an hour, so we separated each other by 7 miles. It's quite the distance. Okay. Surface the boat.
Anblasen. Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Still picking up their radar signature, that makes sense.
Herr Kapitän,
Well, not the radar signature, but their radar emissions.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln. Auf Rotlicht wechseln.
They're not gonna come after us, though.
Elektrokompressor einschalten.
That is, they could, but that would be a fruitless effort. Whenever we see their smoke columns poke up on the horizon, we can just dive and they will never find us. Plus, they leave their convoy behind. No destroyer commander. No destroyer commanding officer worth his salt would do that. They would be wary of our presence, they would track us. They would make sure that we don't get closer, but they would not detach to just hunt us. Right, Reinecke
Funkraum besetzen.
got on the radio room and sent those reports for 20,000 budget. Also, that is quite beautiful. This game just is an absolute thumbnail generator. Like, it's so pretty. Right, Richard, also turn on the compressor. Oh, it's also already on. Never mind, then. Did not say a word. Yeah, and then with a speed of 13 knots, we're going towards our actual patrol area.
Ich bin sehr müde. Jawohl, weiter geht's.
And we have arrived,
Erreicht.
Funkraum besetzt.
which means we can slow down a little bit and send that report.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
And now we actually want to sink at least 4,000 tons. That will not be a problem.
Funkmesssignale
Oh.
geortet. Peilung 295 Grad.
Interesting.
Herr Kapitän,
Radar detector contact several. That means that there is a convoy or a task group. Let's evade that.
Koordinaten setzen. Herr Kaloin? Kurs setzen. Langsame Fahrt
Yep.
voraus.
Okay. And whilst we're here, we might as well resupply.
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Because we
Funkraum
can't do
besetzen.
any convoy hunting if we don't have torpedoes. I think that goes without saying.
Funkspruch erhalten.
Resupply is currently possible at U463. Rendezvous coordinates 39 degrees, 33 minutes north, and 31 degrees, 9 minutes west. Supply ship will wait there for 1 day. Righto. That is hopefully... Oh. Okay.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Right by the Ilha dos Flores, the island of the flowers, or Flower Island. Probably want to speed up a little bit then, if they're only waiting for 1 day. Is that normal? I can't remember.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs setzen.
Mastspitze. Kleine Peilung 0 Grad. U-Boot.
Rough weather. Quite the squall. No, what's it called? Swell, I think. In German it's Dünung. It's not actually wind sea, but remaining wind sea from a previous storm. Very common on the Atlantic. Well, very common everywhere, really.
Kurs setzen.
Except for Kattegat, Skagerrak, areas like that. There they are.
Kurs setzen.
Ich erwarte
Unfurl the flag. Both engines slow speed.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
And both engines dead slow.
Fahrt voraus.
And both engines stop.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
There we are. Send a crew over. I think our merchant probably. We do have a merchant, right? Yes. No, mechanic. Who's our merchant? Oh, Ebert Rossmann, but he's tired. Oh, okay. Sorry to inconvenience you,
Erwarte
Mr.
Ihre
Rossmann. Have a cup of coffee and you'll be fine. And our CO and our torpedo mechanic. That boat, man. Transfer survivors? I didn't have any, did I? No. See the cargo. There we go. Ah, bread. Yes. Good. We need bread. Ammunition is fine, I think. Torpedoes. T1 FAT, T3 FAT, Zaunkönig, T2. Sure, if you've got nothing else, I'll take that as well. And fuel. And coffee. Thank you very much. And then we're gonna wait for 9 hours for them to load. Nice of that sound to not go away. Take that out, please.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen. Tor 4 entladen.
Put that in there and put that into 2. And let's see what else we can get. More bread, that's for sure. No more torpedoes. Okay. Return to your ship.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht. Tor 2 geladen.
Do we have another boat in the area? Yes, we do. Might as well go to that one too.
Langsam Fahrt voraus. Kurs
I mean,
setzen.
out here we're pretty safe. We're the kings of the ocean here. Right, a crew event. It's gonna be tuberculosis, is it not? Yep. So, Norbert Schwarz. Oh, actually, yes, we're gonna carry him somewhere else. Carry him to crew quarters, please. Yes, crew quarters. Because I need the bunks free for torpedo loading operations, unfortunately. Sorry, pity officers, you're gonna have to have a rating lounge with you for a while. Yes. Well, what's his name? It's Norbert Schwarz, right? Ah, he's one of my best guys, man. Squads, Norbert Schwarz. He is a engineer. Well, not anymore. Now he's a tuberculosis patient.
Kurs setzen.
Right, let's ask for another resupply.
Funkraum besetzen.
Funkspruch erhalten.
U459er at 42 degrees north, at 42 degrees 11 minutes north, and 36 degrees 38 minutes west. They will wait for 1 day. That is right.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Herr Kaloi, ich bin erschöpft.
Yeah, you can go to bed.
Benötige eine kurze Auszeit.
Well, actually, you can have some coffee.
Natürlich, Herr Kaloi. Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
There they are.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Both engines dead slow.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
And both engines stop.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
And same procedure as last time. Take our CO and our merchant. It's plus one, yeah, yep. And that's gonna be enough. And we're gonna see their cargo. Fresh pork. Ah, we can't store the cheese. We need fuel. And we need torpedoes. T1 with an old pistol, a T3, a standard T3, and a T5. I could probably... I did fire one T5. Where did that go? I did not fire out of the stern tubes, I fired out of the bow tubes, right? T5, T5. Okay, so I already reloaded my T5, so I don't need another one, because they are expensive as hell. I wait for hours. They always put the wrong one in. Always.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Also, we can get rid of that one probably.
Rohr 2 entladen.
So we've got a T1 fat and a normal T1. Crazy. Okay, yeah, but why not? Put it in. Well, before you put it in, let's see if we can get some more. No. Let's check the galley. Maybe we can stuff some more food in. 17. 10. And then they finally get some vitamins.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kanol?
Stuff that in there.
Rohr 4 geladen.
And stuff that T3 in there.
Rohr 2
There we go.
geladen.
No new torpedoes, I assume. Nope. But we can get some more preserved pork. So there's that, at least. Return to your ship. 1 hour to get that pork over. Yeah. We're missing a lot of T1s. Right. Both engines dead slow ahead. Well, we can just go from milk cow to restore. One up there. That one's probably more attractive at the moment. Gonna do one more restock, then I'm gonna probably call it a night, because it is getting quite late over here. Oh, it's foggy too. We have... This time it is not near the island. Man, finding milk cows on real navigation must be hard.
Uboat, direkt voraus.
Both engines dead slow. And both engines stop. And send over a delegation. I think just the CO is fine. Osman, my friend, you can have more coffee, as I keep forgetting. Put you off the radio. Let's see their cargo. Well, first of all, we need fuel. T1 FAT, T3 LUT, T3 FAT. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll take it. As well as your coffee. can probably get that one out. And instead put that one in.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Rohr 4 geladen.
Right. Question is, do I want to put that one for a single shot into tube 2 maybe? I don't know. No more torpedoes for me. And then I think I'm gonna return to my ship. And then, I mean, this is a decent loadout. I can't always go out with a perfect loadout. Gotta take what I'm given, I guess. And hunt with whatever is available, especially this late in the war. Gotta be grateful that we get torpedoes at all. Gotta make another sweep through the area. Been a day at sea for 12 days, in addition to what we've already done here in the north. Fatigue should be appearing soon, I think. I mean, I could also just do one sweep and then come back for the boat and do another resupply. That would probably work. But not tonight, because it is getting rather late. So, as per usual, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Internet seems to have been absolutely no problem. Maybe it is just during the day people use the internet more, and my network provider is not able to maintain the internet for all of us. That is going to be a problem though, because I do pay them for a 250k modem, so for a service. So I would very much appreciate if they could provide that. We're gonna figure this out, and then we're gonna get back to regular streaming very, very soon. I want to thank you guys for watching. I would appreciate, obviously, if you could like the stream, or, you know, subscribe if you want to. But again, I say this every time. I don't have to explain to you how the internet works. You guys know this. You guys are not stupid. You guys are probably smarter than me, to be honest. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.